Today, the key to finding parking on campus, a famous attorney visits UNF, and UNF students helping children with rehabilitation. That's all coming up right here on Spinnaker News. Hello Ospreys, I'm Taylor Johnson. You're watching Spinnaker News on Spinnaker Television. Parking is continually a conversation topic here on campus. Every year there are complaints from students and faculty staff about the parking situations. The Spinnaker observed the parking at different times of day and put together a few observations that might benefit students and faculty or staff. The blue spaces in the garages fill up by 10 a.m. on most days, but if you have a blue permit, there are spots behind the arena and by the tennis courts. You can also usually find spaces in the parking services and UPD parking lots with the blue permit. For the gray permits, if you don't mind walking, Lot 14 is closer to campus than Lot 18. Gray permits can also park in Lot 53 and take a shuttle to campus. The university is hoping to alleviate some of the parking issues with the new garage addition near the Fine Arts building. The garage will be finished in January. Yesterday, attorney and legal analyst Mark O'Mara lectured at UNF about race and justice. O'Mara is known throughout the country as George Zimmerman's defense attorney in the famous Trayvon Martin case. O'Mara covered topics such as race in the law field, how he dealt with the media during the Zimmerman trial, as well as the facts of the trial and how the subject of race can be played in other cases. UNF students are helping to rebuild toy cars to aid children in rehabilitation. They're part of a UNF engineering course that rebuilds toy cars for children with physical disabilities to make the toys safe for use and to aid in rehabilitation. The class will also work with other UNF students studying physical therapy. The engineering students take the shells of battery-powered ride-on cars and remodel them based on the child's background and disability. The class is offering students hands-on experience that is not present in traditional engineering classes. All right, Ospreys, it's time to see what's going on with the weather. For more on that, here's Alex Kratz.
Happy Friday, UNF. It's finally the weekend. I'm Alex Kratz here with your Spinnaker Weather Report. Today, expect some warm weather, Ospreys. As you can currently see, it's mostly sunny with a high of 88 degrees, but the rainy spell won't be broken that easily. With a 50% chance of rain today, expect a good chance of thunderstorms later on. This is due to a strong cold front pushing through later this afternoon and evening. And on Saturday, expect a 50% chance of humid rain. And on Sunday, we're expecting cool and sunny skies, Ospreys. Surfers, be aware when paddling out. Today, there's a moderate risk for rip currents, and according to Surfline, expect swells from about 1 to 2 feet with scattered peaks. That's it for today's weather update. Now let's take a look at your 3-day forecast.
Thanks, Alex. Many UNF sports are in action this weekend, but for more on that, let's toss it over to Brandon Thigpen.
Hey Ospreys, I'm Brandon Thigpen here with your Spinnaker Sports Report. This weekend there are plenty of Ospreys in conference matches, and one team makes its first season appearance. We start with tonight when the volleyball team takes on FGCU at home starting at 7 p.m. And the women's soccer team begins their ASUN road trip with a stop in Nashville taking on Lipscomb at 8 p.m. Then on Saturday, the cross-country teams head to South Carolina for the Upstate Invite. The women's race begins at 9 a.m. and the men's at 9:30. But back in the Sunshine State, the volleyball team travels to DeLand, taking on Stetson at 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon ends at home with the men's soccer team taking on crosstown rival JU in the River City Rumble at 7 p.m. Finally, on Sunday, the women's soccer team wraps up their ASUN road trip in Kentucky, taking on the NKU Norse at noon. But several teams are in action all weekend. The women's swim team opens their season in Gainesville at the All Florida Invite, and both tennis teams are also in action. That's it for sports today. Taylor, back to you.
Thanks, Brandon. Well, that's all the time we have for you today on Spinnaker News. But for more on the stories reported today and other stories, you can check out unfspinnaker.com. You can also like the Spinnaker on Facebook at facebook.com/UNFSpinnaker, and you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at UNFSpinnaker. For Alex Kratz and Brandon Thigpen, I'm Taylor Johnson. Have a great day, UNF.